So I've come here to this beautiful caravan. It is fantastic. Like, there's double doors there, and it's wooden decking, and then it's just the sea and the view. Oh gosh, you know. And to be honest, it's just been brilliant. I've worked tirelessly this week, I have to say. I'm getting up at about like 6, 6:30, and just working on the production all day through till, you know, the wee hours of the morning, which is what we're in now. You know, 3 o'clock in the morning. So hardly any sleep. It's crazy, isn't it? It's just like 3 or 4 hours sleep and just constantly working. And this is how I am a bit, really. You know, like when I'm at home, I've got like the internet and my phone and seeing people, and my life gets in the way. And then when I come away like this on retreat, it really, really is mind-blowing. And I've never really had the chance to do this before, not for my own work. Like, this is how I work if I'm organising a big community event, or, you know, if I'm on a project or something, then I just stay awake and work till everything's done. But actually being able to do that for my own material is so empowering. And it sounds like, oh my god, she's like running us down into the ground, but you know, some of that work is fabulous. So like today, I've been to the beach to collect mermaid scales, which are little shells that look like mermaid scales. I think they're actually broken sort of scallops, but shh, don't tell anyone, they're mermaid scales, okay? And the idea in my head behind that, and I'm every time I come here I try and collect even more, is that I'd like to, I'm going to drill them, attach ribbons to them because of the song Dance with the Ribbons, and leave a little message on them, and then put them in a glass bowl at the production for people to take home, something very personal. This has been such a personal journey for me that I want it to be very significant on a personal level for other people. So decided not to just print out loads of flyers and hope for the best. While I've been here this week, I have hand painted invites, 100 of them, and then I decided that I would hand paint, oops, sorry, I decided, I'll put that down, I would hand paint all of the envelopes to put the invites in, and then write some of the lyrics from different songs. So each envelope and each invite is personally designed, and I'll personally invite 100 people or organisations and people to come to the tour, which starts at the National Botanic Garden of Wales, goes up to St David's Cathedral, Oriel Park and the courthouse, and then over to St Catherick's Church in Torvine. So yeah, so I've been collecting shells, I've been filming the shoreline at different points in the day. I've been recording birds singing in the break of the morning because I want to put that into one of the songs. I've had a meeting with the Dolphin Centre, that's really exciting. I went out on a boat. We've got hydrophonic sound recordings of the dolphins, and I'm giving out, well, I'm going down tomorrow, I've got to sign a top line protection, data protection form, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. And I've been practicing, rehearsing the songs, and going through all the scheduling in my journal about, you know, who's going to be playing where and why and when, because I'm not going to be able to rehearse everyone together. There's so many people involved now that I'm not going to be able to bring them all together. So the first time we do it will be the first time we do it. So I will be able to see individual groups, but how I knit and sew those together will be very important, that everyone knows, you know, what's occurring. So, you know, that'll be really important. What else have I done? Oh, I made a collage of leaves. Because I go out and collect things, I had to go out and kind of get inspiration for the invites. And of course, I've started writing the narrative on my trusty laptop, and started doing that. I was just thinking it was going to be like the script in between songs. It's turned into a blooming book, and I don't know why I didn't know I was going to write a book. It's just come out that way. And now I'm on the last chapter. So I just kind of got on one and it all fell out of my head. Like I think I said in an earlier blog, if you've been reading them, that Simon Morgan Thomas, the actor from Cardiff, had said to me, what's the backstory of the characters? And I just knew it, even though I didn't know I knew it. And just as that backstory fell out of me when I was explaining to him about the character that he would be playing on that film, David. So that's what's happened with the entire story. So I thought, well, I'm not going to stop myself from writing a book. So then I decided, wouldn't it be wonderful to do a handmade book? So that will be part of the display at the exhibition, probably, of the Welsh language installation, because that's going to happen in the courthouse in St David's, and it's going to happen in the gallery at National Botanic Garden Wales, and I can have all my journals out. And how lovely to have a handmade storybook. So I've bought a beautiful recycled cotton book, and I've decorated every single page in there this week with ink pens that are beautiful. Sam Collins suggested those to me, thank you. Well, Amy as well. So I've spent a lot of time being creative. So that doesn't feel like, you know, that's not quite the same as hard work in another sense, you know, because it feeds you, it feeds your soul. Got some little friends with me. And I've been practicing things like mermaid scales. And Mr. Blue. That's the song about Dylan Thomas, the Dylan Thomas Trail that's here in Newquay. And it's just like everywhere that you find here that is beautiful has got one of these signs, and obviously Dylan found it beautiful as well, and why wouldn't he, you know? So it's like this premise: is he following me or am I following him? So it kind of goes, hey there, Mr. Blue, I know you, your name running like Old Man River to the sea. And the reason why, like Old Man River to the Sea is like, because his middle name is the name of a river. And then I've been practicing on the guitar, the songs as well. I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but it's so this is part of the opening song. The opening piece is 3 pieces put together. All of the 12 pieces will be put together as a kind of concept, presented as a concept as opposed to individual tracks. So they kind of run into each other, either as pieces they run into each other, or there is a narrative that takes them to each other, with the filmscapes then that link all of those together. That's the theory behind it. Hear the sunken bells, they are ringing, ringing. Listen to them all, listen to them singing, singing. And a man, fisherman lost, reeling, still breathing, stone at a cost beneath the bay. Legend of the lost lowlands, some say. Story for folk, I've written for those who did not die, for those who did not try to trick pretty women, fish, angry mermaids kiss the tide to hide the fisherman's light that night. Not Peregrine knows some of the tales of the place we dare not sail. The sheep ashore in the sea, Quay, harvest low and harbour way. Cold their eye out Guinevere,
set to take away from here his memories, try in an outer place, hang them in a safer place where only mermaids smile. Something like that. So that kind of links together, and then that goes into the piece that Maggie Hampton from Disability Arts Company has done the sign language for. Shall we save him, shall we? Shall we save him, shall we? Shall we save him, shall we? She whispers with the wind, I guess a shanty sang to set his quest. Come with me from the sea and I will be your light in the darkness, half undressed, your soul my guest. Drink is treasured, hanging loose and loose around my neck. Come my sweet and trust, my feet won't touch the ground, I'm dancing soundless. Is that the mermaid singing, or 100 bells are ringing for legends of these lost and sunken lands? How many sailors buried under these dry sands? A Davos, she cried, believe and be, had honor with the peace and the dragon tree. How, he replied, how will I do this, mermaid, Guinevere? David, she sighed, know that I am always near, know that I am always near. Storytell over that bit then. So yeah, I need more practice, but I've been practicing with the songs because basically I wrote them in the studio, and you kind of write them, and then but you don't doesn't mean you know them just because you wrote them, does it? Do you know what I mean? So I've got, so I think I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back for another week with just instruments, and maybe invite some of the musicians down here to run through a few things, because it's very special here, you know, it's very, very special indeed. Shall I read you a little bit of what I've just written? So I'm just near the end. This is when David has lost all kind of sense of, he's had enough, he's been through the whole entire quest and he still hasn't made it to the end. So I've just written this, I don't know if it's any good, but we'll have a go. David dropped to his knees. Above him circled flocks of scavenging seagulls, sensing his sorrow and loss. They joined his cries. Leave me be! He waved his arms around the air to shoo them away. David wept into the ground beneath his feet. I am a scrap of nothing from nowhere. I will lay here face down on these rocks for the rest of my days. I will never find the end of this quest. I may as well give up hope. Huh. That's right. You're giving up on me, are you? David lifted his head. He could see a pair of bare feet, and as his eyes lifted, there stood in front of him was a young lad. No, I said I'm giving up on hope, not on you. Yes, hope. I am hope. I've heard it all before, said the lad. There's no work here on the coastline, so we're giving up hope. There's nothing for us to do, so we're giving up hope. We only ever get in trouble, so we're giving up hope, said David. Yes, said the lad. Giving up on me. Well, I give up too. As the lad spoke, he moved across the sand with the rhythm of the sea. His arms kissed the wind and he danced like a butterfly chasing autumn leaves. Why would you give up hope when you can dance like that? Asked David. I'll tell you why, David. Because it's a bit like chasing circles. Circles? Yes, life can be a bit like chasing circles, round and round and round the dance floor. You never catch them. Just as they are in your reach, they're gone. And while you are chasing these circles, while you focus on nothing but circles, other things are happening that could make you want to dance. But you don't see them, David. You don't see them because you are looking too hard in one direction. As Hope danced harder and harder, the elements came together to hold fast the ground beneath him. Fire, wind, earth, water grew from the ground in a whirlwind. I'll just scroll down. And that's it. That's the end of that chapter. It's only short. And then chapter 9 is the dragon tree, which is the last chapter. And so that little chapter there is based on this song, which is the kind of the last song. And we'll have the uke boys playing this, and possibly Rachel Hargrave on percussion with them. No, I've written a computer, like music technology, you know, a computer score, and the uke goes with that. That's what I remember now. Chasing circle, round and round and round the dance floor. Chasing circles, round and round and round the dance floor. Empty benches and beaches. Nature reaches a simple solitude, spatial freedom. You know, so that's the kind of gist of that. And if you read the storybook, it's like a children's short storybook, and you listen to the songs and you see the films, it will all make sense. Trust me. So please come to St David's Cathedral, come to the National Botanic Garden of Wales, come and see the production. I'm so blown away by everybody's response. Like, the films are being exhibited in Oriole Park in a gallery. I've got an exhibition in a gallery, do you know what I mean? Me! So please come, because this is lovely. It's wonderful to have the Individual Mainline Grant. It's wonderful to be on this journey and to be creating in this way. But what would make it really, really special is if you came too, because it's for you. It's for me, but I am you, and you are me, so it's for us. So please come and share it with me. I do feel like, you know, like at the end of X Factor, and they go, vote for me, vote for me. No, I'm not saying vote for me. I don't want you to vote for me. I just want you to come and have a great time in beautiful places with wonderful people making lovely music and singing and dancing and all manner of. And I'll have the kettle on for you, and we can have a slice of barra breath and a cup of tea, a panade. So please, did I say please, come. And thank you all for reading the blog. Last time I looked, there were like over 7,000 people reading the blog, that viewed the blog, and that blows me away really, because in my head my target was about 500. I thought, if 500 people read this, I'd be really, really chuffed. Well, over 7,000 so far, and I'm only halfway through, so thank you for that, because it means the world to me. Sorry. Yeah, so that's it really. Tomorrow I've got a meeting with Sea-Watch. It's a separate science project with the dolphins, because they've got some recordings that they've made this summer